PYDC is a Penang state government agency that seeks to realize the collective vision of evolving the state of Penang into a developed and progressive society through youth enrichment. Without further ado, I would like to welcome the representative of PYDC, Ms. Aisha, to give some information about the agency.
Thank you, Kamini. I would like to thank I.D.E.A for giving us the chance to have this introduction of PYDC. Can someone enable me to share screen, please? All right, so PYDC actually stands for Penang Youth Development Corporation, and it is a state agency established on 14 March in 2012 to help realize the official collective vision of transforming Penang into an advanced and progressive society through youth development. So PYDC aims to develop young people holistically, working with them to strengthen their personal, social, and educational development and to enable them to exercise their influence, discover their voice and place in society, and to reach their full potential. So with this in mind, we have a lot of programs under Youth for Future initiative. So under Youth for Future initiative, we have 3 different pillars: economic development, social development, and self-development. So for under economic development, we focus on reskilling, upskilling to add value to youth in terms of economic, career, entrepreneurship, and social development. We focus more on youth participation in the society, and for self-development, we focus more on youth interest in arts, culture, as well as sports. All right. So our vision is towards integrity, marketability, and competent youth, and our mission is to educate, cultivate, and empower youth towards holistic development. So for under economic development, we actually have a job platform, a career platform called B1U. So this one is actually like Job Street as well. It is a free platform for both employers and youth who are looking for permanent, freelancing, as well as internship opportunity, right? So we also have career enhancement program. So for career enhancement program, it is actually a program conducted by certified coaches to guide the youth on their career. So career readiness program and career enhancement program is much more or less the same, whereby it is conducted by certified coaches to help and guide the youth in their future career and to get them ready. All right, so we also have essential skills program. So for essential skills program, we focus more on topics that are rarely touched in university and colleges, in schools, like stress management, financial management, self-coaching, and all right? So we have student enrichment program as well. So for student enrichment program, it is a partnership, a collaboration with other agencies through workshop, bootcamp, exchange, community service, all right? We also have Penang International Youth Conference. First, last year we had conducted our first International Youth Conference, which had garnered more than 500 participants from 18 different countries. So this one is to provide a platform for youth, young researchers, professionals, scholars, and academicians to exchange and share their knowledge, information, and new ideas, as well as to meet and interact with each other. All right, the next one is Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge. This one is actually our annual program. All right, so this year we have our third YEC challenge. All right, so for this one, a group of youth, 2 to 5 per members, 2 to 5 members per team, come together to create a business proposal and to pitch it to the judges. All right, so before this championship, before the challenge itself, we will conduct workshop, forum, and assign a mentor for them. All right, so the mentors are industry players themselves from chambers of commerce in Penang. All right, we also have Penang Startup Accelerator program. So this one is our newly launched program. All right, it is a 6-month program to prepare the readiness of a startup in terms of business, founder, market, and investor, and to get business founders and entrepreneurs to be ready for the market and investors. Subsequently, this will increase the competitive advantage of the founder via experience. All right. So throughout the 6-month accelerator program, we include modules like accounts and financial, business management, marketing and digital marketing, web tech, rapid prototyping and developing MVPs, leadership and business culture, intellectual property, and basic laws and legislation. So for all these modules, it will be conducted by industry players who has the expertise in this area. All right. So we also have Tales of Entrepreneurs. So this is a platform which aim to promote SMEs that are owned by young entrepreneurs, that are owned by youth, especially during this pandemic. So we hope that when we share their stories, it will inspire other youth to be an entrepreneur themselves, and that they too can create their very own success story. All right, we also have Penang Young Digital Talent Program. So this is a certification program in KOL, web development, basic graphic design, digital marketing, e-commerce, 3D animation, game development, and business in the game. So in order to get the certification, you have to go through 20 hours of workshop plus 80 hours of apprenticeship. All right, so the certification is acknowledged, it's recognized by the state government. So under social development, we have Penang Youth Volunteer. So this initiative is to encourage social participation among youth in Penang, aligned with Vision Penang 2030. And it is categorized into 7 different categories: environment, sports, education, disaster aid, charity work, art and culture, as well as first aid. So depending on what you like, you can join on different voluntary works that we do, all right? All right, we also have Sidang Muda. Sidang Muda is also our annual program. So Sidang Muda is a democratic training and workshop series that focus on civic awareness, democracy, and citizenship value among youth. So before the Sidang Muda itself, we will conduct several bangkil called Bangkil Demokrat Muda, which aims to construct the understanding of the importance to actively involve in the democracy process. So last year, we actually conducted our Sidang Muda at the Dune itself, with the Dune speaker himself present. All right, we also have Pusat Belia. So MMK Belia dan Sukan, Penang, and PYDC plan to have at least 1 youth center in each constituency. The reason why is we want to provide a space for the local youth community to carry out related activities and benefit the youth and the community there. All right, so up to date, we have launched 9 Pusat Belia in Penang. All right, so for self-development, we have Blank Canvas. So Blank Canvas is actually our art program, which aims to enhance and give exposure to young adults on the creative side of art. So usually, programs that we conduct under Blank Canvas, we collaborate with Penang Youth volunteers to beautify the community. So we do mural arts, for example, right? We also have Into the Lens. So for Into the Lens, it is actually a videography contest created to allow youth to express their potential and creativity in producing short films, right? So we want to encourage and to build youth interest to present their idea by video creation. All right, so we also have Youth with Freedom. So Youth with Freedom is actually a platform for performing arts that helps potential Penang youth to showcase their musical talents. So this initiative also encourages Penang youth to take part in performing arts as they find their interest and enhance their talents during the time of the pandemic. And they will be an asset in the performing arts industry. All right, so we have conducted various activities. Open mic, one of it is as one of it, all right? So we also have civic awareness. For civic awareness, we want to increase the awareness and to encourage the participation among the youth toward the social issues. All right, so we want to engage with the youth community to discuss on topics related to the public concern, right? So that we can hear the opinions of the youth. Okay, we also have art in motion. For art in motion, it mostly involves traditional arts. Okay, so it aims to create a platform for the youth to learn about modern and traditional art skills. All right, so we want the youth to explore this traditional art so that it won't won't be gone. All right. So we also have esports. As we all know, esports is gaining uh, an increasing trend in the industry, right? So we conduct a lot of esports championship, but we also do uh, certification workshop in game development and all right? All right, that is all from me. I would like to ask everyone to scan our QR Telegram, Facebook, or we want you to follow us so that you can stay up to date on what we are doing. Thank you.
Thank you to Ms. Aisha for the info just now. Now, I would like to introduce our speaker for today's workshop, Mr. Vincent. Mr. Vincent is a third-year student of Information Technology from Faculty Technology dan Sains Maklumat, University Kebangsaan Malaysia. Without further ado, I would like to welcome Mr. Vincent to share his talk today.
Okay, thank you, speaker. Okay. Okay. My name is Vincent, and today I'm gonna present on the basic of working with Adobe XD. So there are a few features that I wanna teach, which is the artboards, lines and shapes, working with the text elements, and also importing and editing images. Okay. So the first one is the introduction of Adobe XD. So what is Adobe XD actually? So Adobe XD is a fast and powerful UI or UX user interface design solution for websites, apps, and more. So what can Adobe XD use for? Mostly is for design, and wireframe, which is the layout of every page, which shows the interface to users. And the third one is animate, which is the animation. And the fourth one is the prototype, which user can go from one page to another, pressing different buttons. And the fifth one is the collaboration and share, which the developer of the prototype can share their project to other developer who is interested in viewing this prototype. Okay. So what are the benefits of using Adobe XD? So it allows for the creation of complex interactive. And second one is it offers a device preview and online revision of a prototype, which after user created the prototype, they can use it like a real app. And the third one is the integrated with Creative Cloud apps through Creative Cloud library support. Okay. So the first one is creating and managing the artboards, which is a fundamental after you created a file. So set up artboards in easy steps. So what is an artboard in Adobe XD? The artboards represents the screens in your application or pages in your website or even in your mobile application. It streamlines the design processes and creates interactive design for multiple screen sizes in a single document. And we uses the artboards to create your XD projects. Okay, there are three features for the artboards, which is to create a new artboards, manage artboards, and also apply or square grids for the artboards. So how do we create a new artboards? So Adobe XD provides you with artboards for popular screen size, such as those for different versions of iPhones, iPads, and also websites. And you can create a custom artboards if the choice do not meet your requirements. Okay, so I'll do a demo on creating an artboard. Okay, so this is your Adobe XD home screen. So what you want to do is you can choose from the default template and Google Pixel for Android, Web 1920 for websites, and also Instagram stories. And you can customize your size if it does not meet your requirement. So I will create Google Pixel 5. Okay. Okay, when you press in, it will create an artboard for you to design. Okay, so this is the artboard. You can choose whether you want iPhone, Google, iPad, web, or even social media, or even watches. Okay, so I will go with Pixel 5. Okay. Okay. So this is the property inspector, which I just showed you just now. And the next one is working. Okay, here is the duplicate artboards. So if you want the same artboard, you can duplicate it. Or if you want many artboards or many interfaces, you also can duplicate it. So how do you do it? If for Windows, you can Control D. Okay, so it will duplicate it. And if for iOS or MacBook, you have to CMD D. Okay, so how you gonna move this is you cannot move it using your mouse. Mostly is you press control and you roll your mouse. Okay, like this. So you zoom into the artboards you prefer, and zooming out, you can see all the artboards. Okay. So next one is working with lines and also shapes, which is also the fundamental features for Adobe XD. Okay. So this is the basic control in Adobe XD. The first one is the mouse, which to select the artboards or even your objects in the artboard. And the next one is the shape, which is the rectangle shape. And this one is the ellipse, which is circle, and also the polygon. The polygon tools it can create other complex vector shapes. And the fourth one is the line, for drawing line, just like the pen. Okay, the next one is the pen. It creates freeform and more precise artwork and edit existing shapes if you created a shape. And the next one is the text, which same like the word text. It gives user ability to place text and format. Okay, the next one is the artboard. You can customize your artboard or choose certain artboard you want. And the next one is this is not a search icon, but for the zooming in and zooming out of the artboard. Okay, the next one is the prototype. Prototype is for you to link interface with other interface. So we are going to the next one, which is the line property. Okay, I will demo on the line property here. Okay, so I'll draw a line. Okay. Okay. So here is the size is to choose to change the thickness of the line. So how do you do it? Press this, press on the line. Okay, and choose the size. So I'll choose 10. Okay, so you can see it becomes more thicker. Okay, so next one is the border. The border is for you to change the color of the whole line. So just click this and you can choose whatever color you want. Okay. So the next one is the opacity, which is okay, like this. How you want the opacity to, if 0 is disappear and 100 it appear. So this is the opacity. The next one is the shadow, which mostly not used in line, which mostly used in buttons. Okay, so how do you do it? Okay, I will show you. Zoom in. Okay. So drop a shadow. So we have shadow, and X and Y is the axis of the line. So where you wanna get the line to. So if I put 100, okay, so it will move to the left, and the shadow will move to the right. So, and if I move 100, okay, so the shadow will move to the left. So B is the blurriness. So the blurriness of the shadow. What? So you see it will be more darker, the shadow. If 100, okay, if 100, it's like more dispersed. Okay. So you can't really see the shadow anymore. So still put it that one. Okay. So X, Y, Y is the y-axis, up or down. Okay. Okay. So next one is for the shapes, which is the rectangle here. Okay. So after drawing a polygon, after drawing a rectangle, you can see dots inside the rectangle. So what the dots do is that it can control the corner radius of the rectangle. So mostly this is used to design buttons. Yes, so like this. Okay, used to design buttons like log in, log out, sign up, all those. So click, drag it here. Okay. So if you want to create different shapes, you can custom the corner radius. So how you do it is press it. Okay, here you can see you can customize the radius to have different shapes, like 30 here, 60, 30, 60. So we'll have a different shape. This is the function of the corner radius. Okay. So the next one is the shape tools. So we can change the fill in the color using the color property. So this is the old one, this is the old version. So it have only 3 options, which is solid color, linear gradient, and radial gradient. So for the new XD, it will have 4 options. You will have 4 options, which is the angular gradient. Okay, so the first one is a solid color. What is the solid color? It only allows only one color for the shapes. Okay, if you want multiple color, like those Instagram icons color, you have to choose linear gradient, which in fact you can choose up to 3 different colors. So, okay, select here, purple, red, and the middle one is the third color if you want to add it. Okay, something like this. So, A special features for the linear gradient is that you can choose the gradient. Okay, radial gradient is also same like linear gradient, but the color is inside to out or outside to in. So this. Okay. So you can set how wide the inside color or the outside color wants to overlap. So like this, you can overlap the color. Same goes to linear. Linear, you can drag this, show the color, or you can drag the endpoint. Okay, so these special features for gradient. And the last one is the angular gradient, which it's like a circle you drag according to the degrees. Okay, how you want to drag it. So same. Okay. Next one is the shape fields. Just like I told just now, the gradient fields, we can choose the gradient color and add more color to fill using the slide. So the slide is for the third color. The left and the right is for the primary color. Okay. The saturation point on the field can also be moved. So you can change color you prefer. So the next one is the shape tools, which is changing the edge of the styles of the shape. Okay, so there are three types. The first one is the milter, the second one is round, and the third one is bevel. Okay, so I'll create a new one. Okay, so have to change the size to view more significantly. Okay. Okay, border change color. Okay. So this is the butt cap. Okay. This the round joint, and this the bevel joint. So this for the edge. Normally, these two edge is used for the game buttons. Okay. So there are also other settings, strokes for the shapes, which is the inner stroke, outer stroke, and also the center stroke. Okay. So center stroke, the stroke is located in between the shapes line. Okay. Zoom out. Okay. Next one is the shape tools, which is the polygon one. Okay. There are two types. The star radius, which allows you to create a star using polygon. Okay. So something like this. Press on the polygon icon. Okay. So polygon icon. So if you want to align objects, you can select all and just press align. Okay. Okay, so we can create stars. So how many edges you want? 5. Okay, so this is a pentagon, and so if 100. Okay. So this the star. If you choose 50%, it will become a regular star. So this is the star ratio. 50% will go back up. 100% it will become pentagon. Okay, you can choose more edges. 6 also. And the next one is grouping the shapes of the objects. The purpose of using grouping is when you create too many objects in an interface and you want to move it all in the same time. So how you do? Let's create an interface. This. Create. Can also duplicate shapes. Okay. Okay. So what you want to do is like you want to move all of the objects in the same time. So right click and you make it group. So they group become one. So you can move all together. And group also same, just this. So it will become individual again. Okay. So next one is working with text elements. So what the text element do is mostly same as the words text box. So adding text elements, select text tool or press T on your keyboard and click anywhere on your canvas and start typing your text. So, okay, let's demo. This is the text T, or you can press T on your keyboard. Okay, what you want to do is like this. For example, log in. Okay. Select all. Okay. So one size. And choose just same as the words. So you can choose here. You can choose bold italic. Okay, I choose bold. Okay. So same, you can group this. And you can rename your group. So this rename as in. Okay. So choose color for your button. Choose rename it to login. So, okay, this is the function, which is same as the Microsoft Word. So this is the font type. You can change the font type, the font weight, which is bold, underline, or you can choose font size. This is the text alignment and the paragraph spacing, mostly same like Microsoft Word. Okay. So next one is importing and editing images. Okay, so file, import. Okay. So you can import images. But mostly we'll drag and drop to, it's more convenient. So like this, if you want a logo here inside your shape, you can just drag and drop. Okay, so it will fit just in the shape you want. Okay, this the import. Okay, so the prototyping and plugins. Okay, so we'll just create simple interfaces. Okay. Okay. So put username. Okay. Password. Okay. So a special features inside the Adobe XD is the plugins. So there are many plugins to choose from. Okay. So press plugins. This is the plugins. Here left corner. Okay, you can add what plugins you want. So there are many. Okay. There are many plugins. So mostly is the icons for design, which you can. They provide different icons which you can choose from, and UI faces, which are randomly generated faces for the profile pic. Okay. Wireframer, which is the template for wireframe. Yeah, for the interfaces. Okay. So I will try. I already downloaded the UI faces. So go to. So close this one. Okay. So UI icons, click, and you can search for your icons. Like I want user. So there will be many icons inside here. So you can choose. Okay, I will choose this user. Click. Right. Okay. And also password. Okay. It's for the password. Okay. So after completing it, can group this together. Okay. Group this. You can add a component. This is the default state. You can press hover state when you're hovering. You can put your name inside. Okay, so you can press play button here. Okay, so this is an interface. So the next one is the prototype. So I'm gonna move into the next page. Next page. So this create and toolbar for the interface. So we create a toolbar here first. Okay. And icon. Okay. Back arrow. Okay. Drag it and drop here. Okay. This is for the back arrow. And create something like the profile pic. Okay. Align the shapes. And what you want to do is design. Back to plugins, UI faces. Okay, so you have to select a shape first for the UI faces to generate random faces. So we have to select, I select the circle shape. So choose this, splash, and apply randomly. So we will generate a random picture for the shape you just selected. Okay. And wireframes. Wireframe. Okay, install. Okay, so you have the wireframes. Okay, here. So you can choose your template if you don't want. It's more convenient for you to easy to design. So same this one. Okay, so back to plugins. Okay, you can choose like the activity feed. Okay, paste template. So something like this. Copy, paste inside here. Delete it. Control. So see, already have a template for it. So you can drag. Okay. So the next part is the prototyping. Okay. Okay. Do here is prototype. Log in. This one should be here. Here. Okay. And this one should go to this page. So what's the use of this prototyping is that it works more like a real app. Okay, so okay, next here we'll go to the next page. So the type here, back to this page like this. Okay, you can go back. So log in. You have this feed page, and when you press this one, you will go to your profile page. So it's just the basic for the prototyping. Okay, to design. So can create a more realistic app. So, okay, you can change the template also. If you don't want, you can double click it. Yes, you can delete it, or you can put it like you can change the template if you want. This command. So basically it's like this. Okay, so we'll design a real app. This make a real app. Okay, so log in. Sign up. Copy all. And paste this as your sign up interface. Okay. Sign up interface. Okay. Drag it so you can fit the screen. So you can change the title to your app if you want. Change. Okay, you can also change the size of it. 25. Okay, so this create account, full name. Okay, this can change to sign up. Okay, so change this. Log in and also sign up. Okay. So toggle overstay. Okay. So you can try this prototyping. Move this sign up to the sign up page. Okay. This. Okay. And the sign up page, you can move after signing up, go back to login. Okay. So something like this. Okay, sign up. So you go to the sign up page, and after typing all these things, you can go back, sign up, and log in. So it's something like this. So if you want more realistic, more like and final app, you can try something like this. You can try something like something like this. Okay, you can try something like this. So if you want more realistic, so it will be something like this. Okay, so this is the one. Okay. Okay. If you want to make a more realistic app, you can do something like this, sign up. So when you hover, just now I teach the hover state, you can hover like this. So we will fill in your, it will be more like an real app. So sign up. Okay. Okay. So login. So you can do more like hamburger menu. You can also create hamburger menu. Okay. something like this. Currency converter also. So, okay, so we'll continue to design our app. Okay. So this can change. Go back to design. And one more thing is after you press prototype and you want to design back, you have to press back the design button. So you can view all these tools. If not, you cannot do anything. The prototype only is for prototype. Okay. So drag this. Okay. Okay. Delete. Cannot. So manually create. Okay. So you can generate two random pictures at the same time. So you just click these two shapes, control. Okay, shift, you have to press shift, click the first one and shift, click the second one. Okay, go back to plugins, UI faces. So you can choose here their menu. So splash. And there are also filters if you want only males, females, or happiness neutral, hair color, you can also choose here. So I will choose male, choose happiness. So apply random. Okay. So it will only create males with happy faces. So this is for the UI faces. So there are many plugins more. Okay. Plugins. Okay, there are also calendars and user profiles. Okay. Install user profiles. Okay, so go back to XD, close this one, and you can see here. Okay, so it's also same. Just you can you can insert a random photo. Okay, smile, smile, crop photo. Yeah. So delete. Create a new one. So I'll create a square one. Square. Okay. Okay. Right, and shift same. So you select the requirements you want. Okay, and it's a random photo. Okay, so it will insert random photos, just same like it. Okay. So, okay. You can do more realistic if you want the login button to be pressed. So something like this. Okay. Okay. And drag this one. Or if you want to move the artboards, you can control and press your mouse left click. So you can drag here. Okay. Okay. So zoom back in. So insert shadows. Okay. Back here. So first ungroup this, ungroup. So you can press click, you can add shadows to it. So inner shadows for the shadows inside, like it's being clicked. So this is the function of the inner shadows. Okay. So 0, right? 3, 5. Okay. Blurriness, maybe 2. Okay. So it's like being clicked. So prototype. Okay. Okay. So this one should. Okay. Okay. So something like this. Okay. Okay. Back button. Same. You can. Okay. Just for the back button. So you double click it and drag back to here. So it will go back to the main page where you can log in. Okay, so press back. Yeah, you can go back to the. Okay. So this is mostly on the prototype. And you can also share it if you want, but it's limited for the student version. So what's the benefits of sharing it is that they can also view it like it's the real app. When you share it, they can also view like something like this. Yeah, they can also view like this if you share to someone you want to share with. Okay. So back prototype. And if you want to export it, it will sorry. You want to export it. Okay, you can select all artboards. There are various formats for you to export the assets. So mostly is JPG. It's mostly on JPG if you export it. So export artboards. Okay. So it was something like this. To export it, it will be something like this. Okay. So okay. And you can also rename the interfaces if you want to categorize it like this is the sign up page. So you can double click this. Okay. You can change it to sign up. So when you export it, it will rename as the name that you declare here. So it will become signup.jpg. So same for here, it's fit. So we'll rename also fit. And when you export the artboards, you can choose it, the artboards you want only. So you can double click this. So you can export. So this is the selected artboards only. So it will export only this artboard. So the others, it won't be exported. Okay. So if any question, don't mind to ask, can ask me. Okay. You also can change. Delete it. Okay. So mostly Adobe XD is like this. There are also other prototyping software which is convenient to use, like Sigma, Framer, Azuri, all those is also better to use. Okay. So we have to align this. So already align it. Okay. This one. And if the icon is too small, you cannot drag it. You can use your arrow keys to move it. You can use your arrow keys to move the icon. Okay. Something like this. Okay. So you can save your files. So is like this. Okay. Okay. So we can try other artboards. You can use iPhone. Okay. So in artboards, you don't necessarily have to use just the same model. If you want, you can use different models. Like if you want, and if you want to link the Android phone to the web, you can use the web. So something like this. Okay. So artboards. Okay. And so something like this. Okay. You can always mix it if you want to design Android and and website at the same time. Okay. So Google Pixel. Okay, and so here is also, you can make it as portrait if you want, like when you're rotating your phone and you want to design what will it be after it will be rotated, you can choose the landscape mode. Okay, this is the landscape mode. This will show when your phone is being rotated or not. Okay, so you can choose like this. Okay, for here. Okay. Okay, and this caps is only for the lines. So example is like this. For example, line. Okay, I will draw a line. Okay, set size to 10. Okay, it's only used for the line, so it's the rounded part, and this the setting inside of the line. Okay. So mostly it will mostly use is the round headed one. Mostly use is a round cap one. Okay. And that's what. Okay. So this one delete. So I will create a functional prototype. So duplicate it, stld. Okay. So one format. Okay. So prototype. When you press click, like it will become this page. So okay. And there's also animation. Okay. So run. Okay. So when you're doing prototype, you can also choose the animation. Just what I earlier told is this. When you choose prototype, you can choose the animation. So when going one page to another, you can choose how the animation you want. So like this, I will choose this one. Sign up. Okay, here. Okay, so I want to do is slide right. Okay, so we will move right. Something like this. So it looks more realistic and more same like a real application. So Adobe XD is mostly a high fidelity prototype software tool. So what it means by high fidelity is that the prototype you're doing is most likely similar to the end product of what you designed earlier. So it means like it's more like the end product, just that it haven't involved any coding in it. So it's more convenient and better when you want to develop an functional application. So this will help a lot. So interaction, there are many types of trigger interactions. So for example, you can drag and drop to delete something, or keys and gamepads, or even voice command. Okay, you can try drag something like this. So okay, something like this. Sign up, drag. Okay, so Adobe XD is its advantage is it's a lot of features you can use, like toggle, like when you're entering your username, you can toggle show your username that you type in. You can type in by yourself, or there are many features, so it makes your app more compatible. Okay, so you can close this. Okay, so So that's all. Okay, so that's prototyping and plugin. Okay, so thank you for that's all for me. Yeah, shopping app also can be done using Adobe. Yes. Mostly all apps can be done using Adobe because this is only a prototype.
Any questions can be asked directly through the chat box, or you can unmute your mic and talk.
It cannot link to payment because this is only a prototype. If you want to link to payment, you have to do coding like using Android Studio, something like this. If you want to link to payment. What do Adobe XD do is only for designing phase. So what it means by designing phase that every interface you only create, design, and it mostly cannot fully functional. It's only a design, cannot function at all. Sure, you can make poster using Adobe XD, but it's better not to use because Adobe is for prototyping and not for creating poster.
So if there is no question, our program has come to its end. Once again, Thank you to the speaker today, Mr. Vincent, for gracing our program with your presence today. Also, we would like to thank all the participants for allocating your time to join this workshop. On behalf of the organizing committees, I would like to apologize if any inconvenience happens throughout this program. Before the program ends, hope all participants turn on your camera for our photography session. I repeat, I hope all participants turn on your camera for our photography session.
Hello. I think I'll just take off. Okay. Okay. खेती करेंगे या ते करेगी
Thank you. On behalf of I.D.E.A committees, I would like to invite all participants to join our upcoming events for today, such as live interactive game and technical talk by lecturer of School of Chemical Engineering. Reminder, all participants need to fill out your attendance and feedback in the Google form or scan the QR code as shown in the slide. This is your attendance at the end of this program. With that, our program ends here. Thank you for your kind cooperation. All participants are required to fill up the attendance and feedback form by scanning the QR code as shown in the slide or by clicking the link given below.